Yeah, let's do them both.
Okay, so I have a cold open and you have a cold open. I say we just say it at the same time,
Okay.
regardless of what it is. All right, we'll count to 3 and then we'll just do our cold opens that we have planned. All right.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. The
I
Cowboys signed
conducted a
Dalvin Cook.
poll,
Did you
and it
see
turns
that? That
out
was pretty
you are the most
crazy.
overrated
I would
member of
care if he
GPS.
actually did anything. I think that went well. Oh, baby. We here.
Whoa, yeah, still.
You in the right direction. Welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. And this is GPS.
Yes.
That was beautiful. Was that an interpretive dance?
Yeah, my hand always interpretive. My hand has always been into performance art.
Can you give me some examples? I asked the wrong question.
Yeah. Some say masturbation is a performance art.
Yep, there it is. There it is. Just want to get it.
Solo artist. Just I've been called the best solo artist on planet Earth.
Is it a competition? Is it ranked?
Yeah. There's always a ranking.
Is it broadcasted anywhere?
No.
So then how does one make rankings?
They just know.
There has to be a viewing. You can't just go off of vibes.
You can go with some vibes.
Yeah. All right.
You're going deeper down a darker hole that you don't want to enter, Tom.
I've heard that before. Who do you trust more in the clutch? Jameis Winston, because he's going to give Jamal Williams the ball and not kneel it. That's why.
I don't trust either of those guys in the clutch.
Also,
I'm being honest.
Sean Watson's name's misspelled, but I'm not even going to correct it.
Not worth it.
Owned by a teacher. Let's go. How you doing, buddy? Lots of craziness. I saw you went live also yesterday. Took a little longer for the Broncos to get their 53-man roster out. Dude, that was me a couple years ago. It was like 2 hours late. I was like, what are we doing?
Oh.
Colin West Hodkowitz. But yeah. So Timmy P, buddy, I'm sorry. I thought we were close. I thought that he was going to make it.
Well, it was reported that he was going to be gone like 48 hours before. So we were bracing for it. I swear to God, Sean, you
gotta come. I think if they win,
not going to your dumbass parade.
I think you have to go to the parade.
I'm not going to that parade.
It should be a clickbait punishment.
No. I get my 10,000 signups, I'll go, Sean. Why don't you start doing some work for me, buddy? Then I will create a float for your stupid ass parade. But we were prepared for Tim Patrick to leave. But then,
there was hope.
There's like 2 announcements had not been made. Patrick or P. Ryan. We were waiting for that roster cut to get whittled down. And then, yes, he was released. And immediately, Detroit, the Lions, they're like, we got this. Great move for Detroit. Let me bring it. Let me tell you.
On the Lions.
Detroit, let me tell you what this is going to do for your Super Bowl chances, okay?
Real Italian, real quick, huh?
Hey, this is your Super Bowl, Detroit. Detroit, you are going to love the way you look with Tim Patrick. I guarantee it. All right, here we go. Okay, let me just do this. Let me just do that. Chicka freaking D. All right, this is what you're getting, Detroit. This is what you're getting.
Whoa! Terry with a fitty!
One pride, Terry.
But Kitty, when the Lions in the Super Bowl, Perna could come to ours and celebrate with Timmy Patrick.
Yeah,
No.
I will do it. I will do it. I'll be there, Terry. I will be there. I don't know why anybody doubts it. All right. Tim Patrick. Yes. The story is missed 2 seasons in a row with injury. We know that. Sucked. But luckily he got paid. We gave him a contract, then he got hurt. So he made some money, which is nice.
Also, why is it got to be against the Packers?
Who's Hoppy?
Oh, it's PFF Detroit Lions. That's why.
Who's
That's
Hoppy?
why.
Who's
I see your
Hoppy?
agenda.
That's just from the preseason. Okay, that's just
I don't
from
care.
the preseason.
Yeah, I know it's from the preseason. You got those god-awful jerseys on.
There you go. I don't want to ask Grok.
What are you going
Fucking
to ask
dumbass.
Grok?
Grok is that stupid.
No, I know what it is. I said, why would you ask? What?
Yeah, why am I going to ask this? It's a fucking dumb name.
You should ask Grok. You should ask Grok. I've never asked Grok anything.
Should have just called it Gronk. Then be like, oh, that's hilarious. Twitter's AI is Gronk.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, 2020, 2021, 104 receptions. Yes. 1,400 yards. Okay. 445 after catch. Cool. 11 touchdowns. Nice. 72 first downs. Guess what? Guess what else happened in 2020?
reading, buddy.
Lions fans? No drops. No drop passes. Broncos. Who did the Broncos sign? Josh Reynolds. What did Josh Reynolds do in the championship game? Dropped a couple key balls. The difference for Detroit this season, going to the Super Bowl, in that game, Tim Patrick will not drop that ball. Those are the safest hands in the NFL.
Does Jahmyr Gibbs still fumble?
Yeah, but guess what? Jared Goff falls on it in the end zone. Lions scored touchdown.
I don't think that's how that.
Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
So Broncos, Lions, they basically flip-flop. Reynolds, Patrick, Timmy P. He's not like this speed demon. He's 6'4", big-bodied receiver. Just throw it up to him. He's going to win the jump balls. He's never going to drop it. And in the playoffs, he will not let you down. Big upgrade for Detroit. Puts you over the edge. Guaranteed.
There
you go. There you go.
I mean, listen, I knew about Timmy P because of you. And I was like, okay, him being on the Lions, because they only kept 4 wide receivers yesterday. And I was like, oh, all right. And now they go and get a possession receiver who is going to help their team.
Yeah. They also, Detroit still has Khalif Raymond, too. Also a former Bronco. So,
hell yeah.
Now I've got a little bit of, I can say the Broncos won a Super Bowl if the Lions win a Super Bowl. It's that simple.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah,
Sorry
that's
to hear
how
about
it
your loss, Max.
goes.
Sorry about that. Yeah, so yesterday was
Man. Sorry, Max.
Was cut down day. Yesterday.
Yes. Everybody's favorite day of the year.
Yes, it's never a great day.
Coaches love it, GMs love it. Favorite part of the job is what they always say.
They're just like, hey, got COVID on Monday. Drop kick COVID. You gotta drop kick it. You just gotta drop kick it. Drop kick COVID. Hope you feel better soon. Oh yeah, better now? Okay, good. So the Packers, so they made a late trade on Sunday.
Yes.
For Malik Willis.
We talked about that a little bit, right? On Monday?
Yeah. And then they cut both of their backup quarterbacks in Sean Clifford and Pratt. There's talk about getting him back on the P squad.
Sure.
But I think this was an interesting move because that's just Sean Clifford had had last season, and then you had this offseason. Kind of backup job was his. They drafted him. Didn't work out. Anders Carlson, the kicker that they drafted, didn't have a great year last year. Not the best camp, right? Right around 80%. They bring in Greg Joseph for some competition. He hits a 54-yarder looking good and then misses a 30-yarder in that last preseason game. And they cut his ass too. So now
they cut Greg Joseph too?
No, they cut Carlson. So they're rocking with Greg Joseph.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, yes, he is the former Vikings kicker. So already, Second off, it's not giving me much optimism in that department.
No?
I think Greg Joseph, at least you have a veteran back there. He can kick in the cold, but I also saw him miss a whole lot of kicks for the Vikings. So there's definitely some concern there, but I think they're just going to wind up bringing somebody in throughout the season, and they're going to rock with Joseph and see how it goes. So if you have an 80% just hope that Jordan Love just keeps on scoring touchdowns nonstop. Which, by the way, my QB, Jordan Love, every time he scores a touchdown this season, donating a whole bunch of cleats to a high school football team.
Jordan Love is?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Interesting.
Yeah, why not?
I mean,
why not, God's monkey? Why not?
High school needs books more than cleats, but great work, Jordan.
Yeah.
Why read when you can go out and kick ass on the field? Jordan Love.
That's right.
I love sports. I hate reading. Jordan.
Mm-hmm. No. Ooh, Tank Dell, Amari Cooper, or James Conner. I mean, Conner until proven otherwise. We keep thinking that like his wheels are gonna fall off, but dude keeps on scoring.
James Conner, yeah.
Amari Cooper's good though.
Amari is underrated in where he's drafted in fantasy consistently.
He
scores. He gets points. He gets touches. I like Amari. Here's something, Tom, that I don't understand.
What's up?
ESPN. So they run a little poll, I guess. I don't know how they run the poll. I don't know why they run the poll, but they run a poll. And apparently they reach out to a little over 100 players in the league. And what's ESPN asking these players? The biggest sports news company in the world, Tom. The company we're supposed to look at and go, I respect the way they cover all sports. No. These fucks reach out to players to ask them who's the most overrated player in the league. And with 11 votes, Josh Allen wins. Okay? Jalen Hurts and Tua each got 10 votes. What are players supposed to do in this situation? ESPN calls you up and goes, hey, man, Patty Mahomes, who's the most overrated player? Is he going to answer that? Like, who's answering these questions and feeling good about it? It's a stupid-ass poll. I like the way Josh Allen handled it, though. He tweeted out...
Trash talker.
Best trash talker, so that's nice. But I just at first I was like, okay, that's kind of funny, I guess, but why is ESPN doing that? Like, are they that desperate for clicks?
It's a long
that
off-season,
negative
buddy.
sort of thing, and I get it. There's a lot of us out here who kind of lean into the negative angle, but that comes from a fan's perspective of genuinely being put through misery for tasting dirt all year. I just don't know why ESPN's doing it. It's annoying. It annoys me, Tom.
Yeah, I feel that. That's a guy who played on the Badgers, right? Yeah, I saw that he was looking pretty good during preseason. Undrafted guy. That's super awesome that he made the roster. He's becoming a little bit of a favorite in Cincinnati.
How do you say that name?
Oh, I have no idea. I just remember because he was a Badgers guy.
Nongmeta? In Meta?
He's a Badgers guy.
Nongmeta.
I'm pretty sure he's a Badgers guy. Because he got brought up
yeah, I don't know.
a few times.
I don't know him.
That kid went up fitting!
No, please.
Carson Steele gonna be riding Crockett J all the way to the end zone. Carson Steele, God, it's just
Steel horse I ride.
It's the Jesse. It's the Jesse meme from Breaking Bad of they can't keep getting away with it. Like that's his Kansas City Chiefs. You're like, oh look, we found another good running back. Great. Cool.
Yeah, they got two guys who break tackles really well.
Cool. Great.
At least Carson Steele looks normal when he's breaking tackles. Same thing can't be said for Isaiah Pacheco. I cannot take that man seriously when he's running a football.
I would not want to get hit by Isaiah Pacheco.
No, he's good. He's very good.
Yeah.
but I feel like he needs medical help every time he's running.
You know, some people say that you needed medical help during.
We're about to freaking parallel park. Look at it.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't parked this truck.
Oh, tight compact package. Trying to get in a tight compact spot.
No, I know.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. We're good. Oh, let's get the Broncos.
I'm so glad Johnny put that together.
Johnny,
I think we could do what we'll do is we'll do a Tom Grossi versus Brandon Perna Olympics. We'll have the wide receiver corner competition.
Yeah, okay.
We'll have a
Check
parallel,
1 I 1.
We'll have a parallel parking competition.
Okay, that's 50-50 at this point.
That could go either way, right? We could just have a who's taller. I just need a win. More stable marriage, you won.
That's pretty fair. Okay.
Just give me the point for the tall.
Yeah, you can have it. I can't beat you
Speaking
there.
of QBs and things like that, Zappy, Ryland, they got shown the door. The Cleveland Browns keeping 4 QBs on the roster. 4. And they're like, I saw something that just passed up this morning. It was like, don't worry, they're not moving on from Jameis Winston. They never planned on it. They are going to be making a QB move today, but it doesn't involve Winston. That's what I literally just saw before the show started. So, yeah, Cleveland's just like, we're keeping all 4. Why not?
Yeah, like who they worried about like losing there? You had Joe Flacco. You let him go. Okay.
Mike White on the Bills.
Yeah, Mike White, secret agent for the Bills. Love it. You know, the Dolphins get rid of him. Buffalo's like, all right, come in here and tell us all those fancy things Mike McDaniel's been doing with the offense. What do we need to be on the lookout for? And Mike's a quarterback, so he's going to know how to explain it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, that was the other thing, of course, with the Packers. So, and you know what? Like it was a weird day on Twitter yesterday. And I know Packers Twitter, you know, when it comes to like cutting people and all that great stuff, it's always gonna be weird. They're like, how come this one guy, like Kalen King, for example? I love Kalen King. I would be shocked if he doesn't make it back to the practice squad. He played pretty well. It's just our secondary is pretty deep, which is nice to say for once. But yeah, AJ Dillon, who came back on this weird 1-year deal where he was getting paid like $1 million and that was it. Unfortunately, it was put on IR, and it was not IR with a return designation. It was a season-ending IR.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, got a stinger. It's a neck injury. He's had them before, and you cannot mess around with those. And as a player, right, I don't think there's anyone who's looked at AJ Dillon and is just like, yeah, he's playing fine, especially for a second-round pick. He needed to play better, and he showed up to camp, and he was like in the best shape of his life, looking really good, and unfortunately got injured. And dude, it's just disappointing. It's disappointing, of course, for AJ. Yeah. It's sad for that. That is probably going to be it for him in Green Bay. Who knows, depending on the severity of his neck injury. I hope that's not the last time that he gets an opportunity to play. But I wrote this on Twitter that when I was in Green Bay last week, and it was like that last year too, AJ Dillon is one of the most popular jerseys that I see, and especially with kids. And regardless of stuff on the field, you know, what he's done for the community. I know he works with Feeding America. He's the mayor of Door County. You know, he stops all the time and signs for kids and stuff like that. He's really embraced the culture of Green Bay. And I think that's something that should definitely be appreciated. And it just, it sucks.
No, I know what you're talking about. You see people who go, good. He could only get 2 yards every run anyway. I'm glad he's not playing. It's like, why do people have? You can think that. That's fine. You can be that
think
weird.
That, but like, my dude, it's also
why do you
like,
go to Twitter and tweet it out? Yeah,
he's not playing.
Guy's done for the season with an injury, and you're like, good. If that's your mindset, just keep it internal. Keep it internal where nobody can know your dark personality.
Like AJ Dillon, if he wasn't hurt, I don't know if he makes the roster. It depends on Marshawn Lloyd's injury because I thought he was going to start on the PUP list. But Yeah, like, no. Injuries for anybody, right? For JJ McCarthy, no, it's just, that ain't it. That ain't it. So,
I mean, if all of the Chiefs are
true.
injured, that's okay.
if everybody.
If
together.
everybody.
Yeah.
It's unity. It's unity.
Mhm.
No, just keep in your dark thoughts.
Just keep it in your dark
Don't
drawer.
think the worst thing and then tweet about it.
You don't have to. I
You
promise.
fucking idiots. Some of you are stupid out there on Twitter. It's like, just shut up. God.
Seriously.
Trust me. I got the dark thoughts that run through my head. And some of them come out here. But even I better
pretty often
than a lot of you. And that's sad.
I think that this is a therapy session sometimes.
No, you are biased. Music mashups official.
That's
3
what I call
quarterbacks.
music 23.
Let's keep 3. P. Ryan and Patrick. Look, Patrick is a tough cut. I wish he was with the Broncos.
Go, baby.
But that is also a little bit of is loyalty to our guy, right? P. Ryan, unfortunately, I think there's younger talent back in the Broncos backfield. I think we're going to rely on Javonte. I think you got Jaleel McLaughlin, who's got big play ability, and they drafted Audric Estime. Now, they kept Blake Watson, rookie running back. I believe Blake Watson's a rookie. So, I think they opted for the youth at that position over P. Ryan. P. Ryan does, he's pass protection. He has a good security blanket, but, I don't think that's going to make or break their season. I don't think they have a season to really break. Anything above 6 wins this year, we're going to be like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but that's a great way to look at it too, right? Because if you overachieve, it's like, hell yeah, this team is ready to compete sooner than I thought. And if not, it's like, all right, well, who's remaining on this roster? Yeah. And that's it.
There's a lot of nice young depth, and we're going to learn a lot about this team through the course of the season.
Yeah. Jordan, what a finish! For the kitty. Hey, listen, they will show up in the first half. They did against the Cowboys. All right?
Yeah, but what if money becomes tight for Jordan and he stops throwing touchdowns because I can't afford to give any more cleats away.
He intentionally tags.
He's like, can we just hand it off, coach?
He's like, I've scored 42 touchdowns this year. Do you know how expensive these cleats are?
I didn't think this through. Cleats are very expensive.
How easily we forget. John even says,
thank you to John Elway.
Hell yeah.
It's a great clip.
Dude, did you see John Cena on Shannon Sharp's show?
I saw a couple clips of it.
He's great it's a great interview.
Have you never watched a John Cena interview?
Not like this one. You've never seen one like this.
I mean, I've seen a lot of John Cena interviews as a wrestling fan.
The best part about it is he keeps complimenting Shannon Sharp on the great questions he's asking him. He also wore orange and blue for the Broncos. Respect John Cena. I see you, John Cena. Jake Bobo believe. I Bobo believe. Ooh, I Bobo believe. Dude, if Jake has a 100-yard game, we will do it. But yeah, Cena, it's a good listen. It's a good listen. He's just talking about I think if you're trying to accomplish something and you're feeling like you're not going to get there, go listen to John Cena and Sharp talking. It's very good. It's a good interview. Shannon's great. He's so good. And I brought it up because I know you get so hard for wrestling. And I was like, all right.
Wrestling. Dude, I watched All In on Sunday. I'm missing Bash Berlin on Saturday. I'm going to have to watch it on Sunday, but yeah. Ooh. All right. That's fair.
Okay. So didn't see this coming.
And has supported the worst people imaginable. Boring wrestler too. See,
hey, Eric.
I don't know about emotionless opinion. I actually understand where you're coming from because some of that is also going to be
who's he supported? Who's the bad people he supported?
Vince McMahon. He didn't come out and bash Vince McMahon after all the crap of all his terrible deeds came out.
Bin Laden. He was very pro Bin Laden.
He was not. He was the guy who got on after the Extreme Rules pay-per-view and said that he has been compromised to a permanent end, and you thought that John Cena killed him. Do you not know that story?
No.
So literally, it's an Extreme Rules pay-per-view. So it goes until 11 o'clock Eastern. And after the match, people start finding out that like Osama bin Laden's been killed. So he stands like on the announcer's desk and he's just like, I just received word that Osama bin Laden has been compromised to a permanent end, and like USA chants. Oh yeah, it's a very surreal moment.
Yeah.
Very surreal moment. I get it. But I mean, I have to give kudos to John Cena. You know, he has done more wishes for Make-A-Wish than any other human being. So I can understand the negativity around John Cena. You know, I think that there's definitely some good qualities, and that's why people are nuanced, right? That's why we don't idolize and glorify people, because they're just humans.
He supports China. Okay.
I mean, there's a good amount of people.
There's a lot of people that live in China, guys.
Yeah,
There's like
government.
a billion people there. Are we against all billion of those people?
I'm sorry. I just want to make sure we're keeping the same energy for all the other athletes that are afraid to upset China too.
Yeah,
I
like-
just want to make sure we're keeping that same energy for everyone.
Can I just say he had a good interview and I liked what he was talking about?
No! You can't
Let
say
me
he had a
think
good
of
interview!
everything I don't like about that person, everything I
Go
disagree
Power
with.
Rangers.
Fuck him. Fuck that John Cena cocksucker.
I mean, the big part was the Cena reign of terror was bad. I lived through it. It was not fun. It was not fun. It was just...
Guess what? If I was
Super
John
Cena.
Cena and I had an opinion that I knew people wouldn't like, I would say it and then I would do this, and that would mean that the opinion never existed.
So
He's got a perfect loophole.
I used a GIF of you for today's show of you and a cheesehead because I just typed in Brandon Perna on Twitter and it came up.
Oh, nice.
So the other one that came out, what I almost posted was, "This show sucks, no disrespect." And I was like, I'm going to save that one. I'm going to save that one. Go Power Rangers, baby. Breakdancing's done. Oh, we need to add breakdancing.
Oh, I could break dance.
Can you?
No,
All
I
right.
could tap dance. Sorry, sometimes I confuse tap dancing
That's
and
fine.
break
They're-
dancing.
They're very similar. They're very, very similar.
Yeah.
Well, I think also for the GPS Olympics, you know, we could give you something that you're really good at. So like skateboarding. I'm not good at skateboarding.
Oh,
I like
okay.
almost broke
I
my
win.
ankle when I did
I
that.
win.
Yeah, so you could win there. And then for me, I feel like I could outcry you. Just crying. In the middle
Oh, a
of,
crying competition.
Yeah, middle of
Nice.
like a grocery store.
Nice.
Just start crying. I feel like I could do it. I hope.
Slip and slide.
I like
That would be a good competition.
Oh
Who can
my
slip
God,
and
that'd be-
slide the furthest.
That'd be a good
There you go.
competition.
You guys need a kicker, right?
I thought they were gonna go get him too. I thought they were gonna go get him. I thought they were. They do get injured together.
That's right. All of us. We forfeit the season. Kansas
Perna
City.
got a fitting.
Oh, cool blue. I got a clip for you. Now that Tim Patrick is officially a member of your roster, Detroit, guess what?
We ride and we die together.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Oh, boy. I just know John Cena is a great American. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, that one person's not gonna be happy. It's
Oh, boy.
not gonna be happy. Nope. Thoughts on Watson making the roster over Batty? Do you think another wide receiver gets called up to the active roster?
Mhm. Possibly. That is Blake, or is it Blake? Oh my God, I can't even remember. Fucking dude, depth charts get harder the older you
Yeah.
get. Let me see here. Is it Blake? Yes, thank God, Blake Watson.
Because
That's the Broncos' fourth string running back. They let Tyler. It's Beatty, but I'm gonna call him Batty because he
You
is
call
a
him Batty.
Batty.
You call him Batty.
I'm assuming they're trying to get Tyler back onto the practice squad.
Hey, there you go.
And I don't even know exactly how the waivers work. Like if you're a veteran, right, you don't have to go on the way through the waiver process after you have a certain amount of years. If you're on your rookie deal, I don't know. I think they'll try and bring him back.
How did Edelman poking fun at male cheerleaders during the 49ers Saints game not blow up on social? I didn't even hear about it, so I'm obviously out of the loop there.
I don't know.
Did you not know this?
No, I don't know. I didn't see this.
Oh.
Do we
Well,
need to
they-
blow up everything? That's the other thing. Do we need to?
I have no idea what he said. So
I don't either.
Yeah. It obviously did blow up on social media because, yeah. I didn't see
Well,
that.
a lot of people say a lot of things. There's a lot of talking out there.
Who? That's it.
Captain America, John Cena.
Oh,
No.
That's pretty good.
No.
That's pretty good.
I'll have bleach it like Joe Burrow's hair.
Yeah, bleach it. Oh man. No, listen, I get it. I mean, folks, the longer you are in this world, you come to realize that a lot of it just comes down to money. And it's very disappointing. It's very disappointing. Yeah. So you try to carve out niches there, you kind of do this, but yeah, a lot of it comes down to good old money.
It's like, what is it going to do if anybody speaks up about it? That's an athlete.
There's not
I
gonna get
actually don't want
opportunities.
athletes talking about anything other than sports.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if it
Shut
was...
up and stick to sports.
I don't know, Power Packer. It was bad. It was for a long time. It was a long time. I get you, though. I get you. Oh, there you go. There you go. No, Shannon Sharp's a great interviewer. Like, he's
I think he's one of the best.
Very, very good.
Great questions. Great flow with the conversation. I think Shannon's just got a lot of like good life experience where he can relate to a lot of different people. Yeah. And he's just good. He's just good.
Decade win a fitting. With a kitty. It is, you know what? And again, he did it all by himself. Right? It's like the green screen that you're acting like to a tennis ball or something in a big blockbuster movie. And Shannon Sharp was able to do that with nobody sitting across from him. That's a pro's pro right there. That is a pro's pro. That's one we haven't done in a while. Oh, you know what?
Hey! What's up, man? How you doing? Good. Good. Shots. Explosive.
It's his face that of just like, yeah. Also, I never realized, and Jonathan Gannon, I think, is proven out to be pretty good for Arizona. I never realized that he kind of looks like the dummy puppet from Goosebumps.
What?
The Night of the Living Dummy, I think it is.
That's a reference.
Hold on. I think
I know who you're actually talking about. I'll admit whether I'm right or wrong here, but I think I know the reference.
So,
Hey! What's up, man? How you doing?
Good. So it's that.
Let me see.
This guy right here. This guy right there's some similarities, I think. There's
Okay.
I saw it from the side, and it was just, I think it's the outfit with everything together. Just throw me out there. But good head coach.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Cardinals.
What's your
Kyler Murray
favorite
thinks they're being slept on.
God, no, I suck at bowling. I'm so bad at it.
Oh, I'd beat Tom at bowling. I'm not a great bowler, but I can throw some balls.
What's your high score?
290?
Oh God, first of all, you're such a liar. You're such a liar.
I don't know, like 180. I don't know, somewhere in there.
It's like 180. Oh yeah, then you'll beat me, dude. I'll destroy you at cornhole though.
Oh, that would actually be a good comp.
Are you good at cornhole?
I can play cornhole.
I just want to play. Are you good at ping pong?
No.
Oh God, I destroy you in ping pong then.
Yeah. I never ping ponged.
Let's do a GPS Olympics. Come on.
I mean, we should. I mean, it should be a clickbait Olympics.
Please. Adam will be like, all right, whoever can break someone else's arm first wins. It's like, no, Adam, we're not Brady. He's like, I can do it. Shows up in the gi.
Adam will be like, whoever can wear a diaper the longest wins. Adam, known adult diaper wearer. Everybody starts spreading that rumor.
That he wears a diaper?
Adam from 5 Points Vids loves to wear a diaper because he's too lazy to walk to the bathroom.
I would never.
Adam Adult Diaper 5 points vids.
I thought they said thanks Patrick Perna, and I was like, that'd been a pretty cool name.
Thanks, Patrick Perna. Yeah. No, you are welcome. Treat him well. He won't let you down.
Yeah. Well, oh God, I don't need that. Desmond Ridder also got cut. Yep.
Yeah.
That's also not good. Oh, you want to talk about Kyren Williams?
Yeah. This was one of my favorite things. It's announced that Kyren Williams will return punts this year, and then the internet loses its mind.
Yeah. Remind me, Mike. It's in the rundown. I want to talk about the 49ers very badly.
Yeah. I think, I don't know why anybody's second guessing Sean McVay.
It's a good comp.
People I think people get worried. Tyreek Hill returned punts for Kansas City. Like, if you've got a guy back there that you think can give your team an advantage, put him back there. I think there's this misconception that, he's going to get hurt because he's returning punts. I don't think it's that much more dangerous than any other play. So I'm excited to watch it. I think it'll be fun.
Off topic, man. Oh, is the first openly gay player? I don't remember. Yeah, it was the guy.
But he was what was? Oh my God.
Was it the difference of on an active roster or something?
Yeah.
I remember. I think that was a difference.
Yeah.
I think Titans. I said this. I think being slept on. Though everywhere I see that it's bottom 5 team, and I think that they might just be a bottom 10 team. I think that they'll have 7-8 wins potentially as their ceiling. I think that's what I put them at. But I think they're going to be better than the worst team in the league where a lot of people are throwing them.
Yeah. Michael Sam and Carl Nassib. That's right.
Yes.
I'm better at beer pong than ping pong. I'll say that.
Dude, I'm pretty good at ping pong. I haven't played in a while, so I'm a bit rusty, but
You'll beat me. I was never good at ping pong.
okay, so we got to just make sure that we have a list of games. Okay. All right, we can do this. We put it together. Texas death match. Bring out the staple gun. Who's drinking whose blood? That's what I want to know.
I'll drink blood, just
You'll
not
drink
pee. I don't want to drink pee. Do you have to do that in a Texas death match?
You don't
Is
have
there
to drink
pee involved?
No, you don't have to.
Okay, good.
You don't have to drink pee. No.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
Swerve drank. Or was it Hangman? Oh, was it? I forgot. Someone drank somebody's blood during the last Texas death match between Hangman and Swerve, and it was a gnarly match. It was awesome, but it was a gnarly match.
I want to do a South Dakota death match.
Poser.
USA.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
USA.
What is
Kyle?
Kyle. What's a South Dakota death match, Brennan?
I don't know. I just want to see it.
Oh,
Why is Texas why can we give some other states some cool things? Texas has enough. Let's hype up South Dakota. I'm pro South Dakota, guys.
Okay.
Is that where the Mount Rushmore is, or is that North Dakota? Which one is it?
2 teams I do want to talk about. I want to talk about the 49ers, and I want to talk about the Cowboys.
Dallas.
You choose. Perna, which one do you want to talk about first?
Dallas.
That's Dallas. Let's talk about the Cowboys. So this happened after GPS. CeeDee Lamb finally getting his contract. The holdout is over. It's over. And now he said, I don't blame Jerry Jones. Got paid a whole lot of money. Jamar Chase is going to get a whole lot richer next. But then it's okay, what about Dak and Micah Parsons?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, where is your head? I know they just signed Dalvin Cook, which I got to be honest is doing nothing for me. Having a backfield of Zeke and Dalvin Cook is not inspired. Maybe a while ago, but yeah, I don't. And maybe they could surprise me. I'm more than willing to be wrong, but that's not moving the needle for me.
Yeah, they would have been better going after Samaje Perine, I think, over Dalvin Cook, honestly. And it was the other thing that Jerry Jones, or that, Dak's probably not going to get a contract this year. And then there was the Jerry Jones quote about why he's still GM. And it was I don't know, nobody can do GM like me. Jerry Jones, motherfuckers, I'm going to do the paying.
That's literally how it came off, too.
Yeah, that's pretty close. congrats on getting CD paid. That was step one. They need to do it. Micah Parsons is next, right?
He did.
Dak still has a year on his contract. I wouldn't worry about Dak not getting his contract yet. He got paid once. And he's not underpaid. So his deal was $160 million.
Yeah.
When we signed it. He's an unrestricted free agent this offseason. I don't think they have to get it done right now. I think they can get it done at the conclusion of the season.
Yeah, or he walks.
Yeah.
Deuces.
They won't lose him. I don't know if he's in a rush. And then, yeah, Micah's like, those are three big guys you all have to pay at the same time, and that is tough. So you better have good depth at other positions. You better be able to find people through the draft.
Anthony Johnson Jr., I mean, it seems that our safety room is actually going to be pretty damn good this year. I imagine he might find his way back onto the P squad. I would rather have Pratt come back just because, again, I agree on higher upside, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's just Clifford because at least you have that stability there because he's played in the offense before.
Yeah.
So that's fine. So that's the Dallas Cowboys. Let's talk about the San Francisco 49ers.
I'm so annoyed with this team. So annoyed.
I have said this for years now, Brandon. They are Neo in the Matrix. And every single time criticism comes for their front office, they're just like, nope, thanks. Gonna miss me with that. First, it's this Brandon Ayuk debacle. And I'm just over it. I don't care about, there's no side. I just don't care. I'm past the point of caring. The season is a week from tomorrow. Whatever. Go, stay, don't care. 1. Hi. 2, Trent WIlliams. What's going on with Trent WIlliams? Is it going to be a situation? Is it going to be a situation where he just sits out until they pay him? And it's like, because they are not good without Trent WIlliams. Trent WIlliams is holding that offensive line together.
Yeah.
And,
I'm assuming Trent wants more guarantees with it. I think he obviously wants to be the highest paid left tackle or whatever.
Sure.
But he still has 3 years left on his deal. That's a tougher spot to be in. And the Niners rescued him from Washington. I think he owes him a little bit for that. But he's the best. I mean, most people think he's the best left tackle in the game.
He's amazing. Like, he's really good.
And it went from him wanting more money, to now he's going to hold out as well. Honestly, if I had to choose between Trent WIlliams and Brandon Ayuk, I would choose Trent WIlliams if I'm the Niners.
I think the problem is that he's 36 years old. Right?
Yeah,
So,
he's 36 and he's under contract with them through 2026.
Yeah, so like there is hey, this is the last shot I got at a bigger payday.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah, they do need to just figure it out. But it just seems that like the 49ers and 49ers fans who I've talked to as well, it seems like this is the year. If things don't happen this year, if they don't win a Super Bowl this year, things are going to get not so fun in San Fran. You have some contracts coming up that you have to decide on. You have some aging players that you have to decide on. And it was already difficult to bring back the squad you did this year. And it still hasn't fully happened yet because we don't know about 2 key guys.
To me, it's like it could be the last year with the current iteration of the band, right? The band might not be able to come back, but it's more like kind of what we saw like the Bills do, I think, like this offseason, right? They kind of had to make some tough decisions. They're not able to spend. Maybe that's where San Francisco's at following this season. And if they don't win a Super Bowl, then yeah, maybe you're a little more critical of it, but I think they'll be fine. It's not like a rebuild. It's like you gotta cut a couple guys that you want to have back.
But I do think that this is their season. Like if it's kind of, hey, and I don't think it is this. I don't think it's 2022 Packers, right? Where they're like, all right, no, we gave Rodgers a contract. Let's bring the whole gang back together. I don't think we're there yet, but that's what it could be next year. Yeah. And so like there's a lot of pressure this year.
I don't think it's them trying to look tough. I think they don't want to. They let Brandon Ayuk test his value. And then when they saw what that was, they offered him something that's fair and comparable within his value. And for whatever reason, maybe it's Ayuk, maybe it's them at that point. I mean, we're talking about the type of shit that drives us normal people crazy, right? It's like $1 million guaranteed this year. Like if you're going to be making $28 million a year anyway, like fuck off and take the money is what most people would say. And the Niners have a roster that has so much talent.
It does.
They don't have Brandon Ayuk. Who gives a shit? They've got Debo. They've got Kittle. They've got McCaffrey. They've got Jawan Jennings. I think they're the Ricky Pearsall shoulder injury maybe has given them a little hesitancy, but like, and Brandon Ayuk's very, very good. A lot of teams would be
sure
over the moon to have him, but he's not even in that like top 5. Like we're not. It's not CeeDee Lamb. It's not Jamar Chase. And it doesn't mean he couldn't be those guys on different rosters. It means like the Niners have a lot of dudes. So that's why it gets so annoying.
But it's also Trent WIlliams is more important. Exactly to your point. Trent WIlliams is more pivotal to that team than Brandon Ayuk, and that's not a hot take. That's a very common sense take.
Yeah.
So they just need to figure it the hell out. It's just money
and
the
places where Ayuk maybe wanted to go. The Steelers and the Commanders right now, like they don't have somebody that they can offer in return that the 49ers feel good about. And the whole thing with the trade is allegedly the 49ers want a player like given back to them.
Yeah.
Which receiver are the Steelers going to give?
Not George Pickens.
Yeah. The Commanders may have had that in Jahan Dotson, but that was a different trade. I suggested that they send Ayuk to the Commanders, get extra draft capital. And this was when John Mechie was supposedly on the trade block for the Texans, and use that draft capital to trade for Mechie. But who knows? Yeah. We'll see what happens. If I were a player, I would want to be a part of the 49ers right now. They're a winning organization. They've got a very good team. The places you're like, I would pick Washington over the Steelers if I were Ayuk too. I think there's a lot more potential there. And that's a crazy thing to say about Washington, but I like Jaden Daniels. I think I could make an impact in that offense. I do not trust Russell Wilson or Justin Fields.
I don't either, but I trust Mike
make
Tomlin.
Me look good. I just don't.
Yeah, I trust Tomlin though. I trust
Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn took the Falcons to the Super Bowl.
Raiders, I think, are going to have a really, really good defense. Really, really good defense.
And that's it.
Offense remains to be seen.
We'll see.
Remains to be seen. I think Gardner is the right choice there right now. Him linking up with Devontae should be fun. I'm curious about their running game. Zamir White, Lauby, we'll see what happens there. But their defense should be very, very good. Very, very good. Very, very good.
Why do people not trust Dan Quinn?
Okay, Chan, sorry about that. Because he doesn't have like the greatest record.
He took the Falcons to the Super Bowl. He saved the Cowboys defense.
Oh yeah, did it look saved in the wild card round last year? Because it didn't look very saved. They were using secondary.
Think he can overcome Mike McCarthy
as
and Jerry Jones?
I'm pretty sure the defense is
his.
And
he made that defense respectable, guys. I'm not saying he's the greatest coach on earth.
No, he's not.
He's a good head coach, though.
I'm not crapping on him. I trust Mike Tomlin over Dan Quinn.
Why? Because he was so good with Kenny Pickett?
No, because he is dragging rosters that are god-awful to a winning record and usually a playoff berth. See, that's the thing. Steelers fans, I get it. I get being upset about not winning playoff games. I totally get it. Cajun, I'm not seeing it on here. I apologize, buddy. But man, like he is literally dragging really bad rosters to a winning record and usually to a wild card. Like, I get it, but then they encounter much better football teams in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He still went 5-1 within their division. Yeah, I trust Mike Tomlin. I get it. I get the frustration.
I trust Mike Tomlin too. I love Mike Tomlin.
But yeah, but I go with that stability. He just signed an extension. I go with that stability over Washington right this second. Listen, NFC, we saw that last year.
If you're a receiver, you go to play with the quarterback. And if I'm a receiver, I'm going to play with Jaden Daniels.
See, I look at that and go, yeah, there's definitely potential at Jaden Daniels. But dude, how long is Russell Wilson and Justin Fields even going to be on the Steelers? Season?
I mean, who the Steelers going to be in a position? You just said Tomlin's going to drag the Steelers into a position where they're not able to draft their next guy. They'll be right at 20 again. They will be right at 20 again. Yep. They'll be like, oh, shit, what do we do now?
Yep.
I think Fields might be there a couple years, actually.
Yeah.
Actually.
Well, that's what got him all those opportunities, too, because he was kind of like labeled as like, oh, you're the guy behind the Legion of Boom.
I think he's a very good coach.
And I do think he is good. I think Mike Tomlin's a better coach. And then if I understand 100% what you're saying, it's just a semantic difference. I get it because you're going to the quarterback.
It's like, okay, yeah, I'll say he's better too, but how much better?
Yeah. And it's just about if you're a wide receiver, are you going for the quarterback or are you going for the stability? Because I think there's a very fair chance that Fields and Wilson are not even on the team next year. I think that's a pretty good chance.
No, that's true. But it doesn't mean like, I think that if you're a receiver, you don't know who the guy is after them. So even if you say like, those aren't the guys, like.
Yeah. It's so funny. Sorry. It's so funny.
Quinn did give Brady a ring, and Kyle Shanahan. That's on both of them for sure. But let's not pretend like most teams didn't fuck up against the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Only team that didn't was the Giants, which is so weird. It's the Giants, guys. And the Eagles, of course, and
Philly. Just knew how to beat the Patriots.
And the Philly beat them with the backup quarterback. It's crazy.
That's true.
Sean McVay got worked by Belichick in the Super Bowl. Like, it happens. Doesn't mean Sean McVay's a bad coach. Now, Sean got back there with Matthew Stafford. And Dan Quinn did have Matt Ryan. Underrated.
Other thing real quick, because it I don't want to say it's making a ton of waves because it's kind of like under the radar, but at least some people are talking about it. The private equity ruling.
Yes.
So it came out yesterday that the NFL is going to be allowing basically
private equity firms,
don't
even know what that is,
to go into and buy portion, like a minority stake in a team.
Up to 10%.
So I could go to the Buffalo Bills and buy 10% of the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
And there are some people who are concerned about this because you are probably going to see an increase in like advertising potentially like on jerseys and stuff like that. So in case the traditional route, but then it's also, are these people going to have says or like what happens with the team? Because now they own part of the team, like what kind of power are they going to have within that? It just, you're putting more, and by the way, this is just making owners more wealthy. I want to be very clear here. Like this is just making owners of football teams a lot more money.
Yeah, because I think the other thing I saw is that a private equity firm can buy multiple stakes in different teams. And that's like, that could be a weird conflict of interest. Yes, Kevin, that is true. That is true. Doesn't make him a bad head coach, though, does it?
We're still on Dan Quinn. There's gonna be a whole episode. It's gonna be like that episode of The Office, right? And my God, who was the actress that they were talking about? Where they had that whole debate if she's hot or not.
Not Jennifer Gardner.
No. Oh my God.
Wait, Hillary Swank.
It is Hillary Swank. We're gonna have that with Dan Quinn and be like, great coach
hot?
or not.
Is he hot? Is he a good coach? That's actually a good segment. Is he a good coach?
That's it.
And people are divided.
That's what I want to see. I want to see other owners buying up equity in other teams. I mean, the Packers already own a majority share of the Bears, so you know. Well, it just, as we talked about before, it just comes down to money.
Yeah. If I mean, guys, John Cena backed by China, gonna buy a stake in the commies. We know it's happening, guys. John Cena owns 10% of the commies, backed by the commies. Oh boy.
Yep.
Oh boy.
How bad? I don't think they move on from Mayo after a year, unless like even if they have like one win, I don't know. Unless it's like really, really bad and it's on coaching.
Yeah. And I don't think it's going to be on coaching. There's a lot of excuses already built in for the Patriots
already
to just
built
not
into it.
succeed
Yep.
this year.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look at their O-line. You got to look at the offense as a whole.
Yeah.
Like, we've got to figure out what we're doing at QB. So, yep, the Bengals, only team to vote against that ruling. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, they were ranked as one of the least rich teams.
They're poor. They're so poor.
So, yeah.
Poor
I mean,
Bengals.
let's just be honest. It's not going to... The changes are not going to be good. I don't think, like, again, it's just going to make owners more wealthy. So...
Yeah, I support it if one of those private equity firms wants to buy 10% of me.
Mm.
You know, what is 10% of me worth?
That's a good call, Brandon. What's 10% of you worth? But what am I getting in that 10%?
I don't know.
Am I
10%.
buying 10% of your body, or like just the work you do? Or
I don't know. I don't know how it works. I'm going to say 13 million. I'll take 10% of my
for 10. But what does that include? Everything?
10%.
You just get 10% of Brandon Perna.
Yeah, maybe that's 10% of where I'm going to the bathroom before GPS. I don't know. Maybe an hour when I'm sleeping.
Oh.
Don't know.
An hour when you're sleeping.
Yeah.
What does that entail?
They get to come in and watch me.
Oh. Okay.
They fly off. They just appear.
So they have teleportation.
I'm John
now.
Cena. Yeah. China watches me sleep for 10%. Boom. Nailed it.
China watches me sleep for 10%. Excellent. Excellent. I mean, there's plenty of people that think Josh Allen is overrated. There's plenty.
Those people are stupid too.
I mean,
those are some of the dumbest people I've ever
Scooter is so hung up on Dak Prescott being a better quarterback than Josh Allen. He's so hung up on last year, but he's just doubled down. He's doubled down on it.
It's funny. Mm-hmm. It's funny.
Oh, 10% of your organs.
Oh, they can have my appendix. I'll give it to them.
Wow, there's more organ chats than I thought there were.
Dang, guys, come on. Let's keep most of my organs. I need those.
Oh, well, nope.
Need the liver and the kidneys.
I'm gonna take those organs. Okay. Organs are gonna be taken. Perna, what do you got coming out, buddy?
I think I'll be posting our balls deep into Larry Fitzgerald video that we did, as voted on by you guys in the community tab.
I voted for that one.
Nice. Yeah, Larry Fitz, one of my favorite players.
Just don't show the Packers stuff if you don't mind.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
fair. Also, happy birthday to my daughter, who is 4 today.
It's Carby's birthday today?
Yeah.
Let's ride.
That's right.
All right, I love you.
Hell yeah, I love you.
That was like go backpack.
Go pack. I'll take go pack.
Oh,
my God.
Say goodnight, Uncle Tom.
Good night, Uncle Tom.
Good night, Uncle Tom. Say Grossi Posse.
Posse.
Boom.
She's growing up before our very eyes.
I know. And last night, this is what I was doing, Tom.
Yes.
First two screws. Literally did it wrong. But we powered through.
Two screws in. Hey, that looks pretty good.
So she hasn't seen it yet.
Where is it right now? Is it downstairs with you right now?
Yeah, it's down in the basement.
Can you show it to us?
No, it's heavy. I can't bring it over here.
Okay, that's fair. Hey, appreciate you. That looks
but
pretty
yeah,
good.
that was fun. I mean, you know, That's for the love of the game right there. Building that shit on a Tuesday night.
She's 4 now?
4. So, you know.
Bruh. Well, very happy birthday to Carmi. Let's go.
What do you got, Tommy?
I'm going to put out another clip. I put out the 35-minute Mark Murphy interview that I did last week. I put that out yesterday for the diehard Packers fans. Super fun interview. I really liked it. I'm going to put out another clip for there, and then I got a big video coming out with some personal news.
Whoa.
I've been trying to do it for the past 2 days. So we're working on it. I don't know how underrated, because like he got a lot of his flowers, but dude, he was just incredible. Like toward the end of his career, I think people started to, oh man, like this guy doesn't drop footballs. Like this is insane. I'm glad he did. He deserves his flowers. Larry Fitz is.
And he did it with so many different pedestrian QBs. That's what's crazy about it.
Yup.
Dude, it does have. It comes with a little toilet that flushes.
Oh, you know what's crazy? Real quick. So last week I went down from Green Bay to go visit the house just so I could see it for the second time. So they had the previous owners had 4 kids, and I'd never seen this before. In the downstairs toilet, it was on the main floor. They had like a regular toilet seat, and then they had a smaller one that was like on that toilet seat, and just like the little flap came up. I was like, huh, I had never seen that before. I've seen the ones that you like have that you put on there, but wow, toilet seat technology be getting crazy out here.
Yeah, that's for kids. We should get one of those, but
no square toilets, not in this house. Not in this house. So, folks, we appreciate the hell out of you. We might, unless some crazy news breaks, we're probably gonna take Friday off because that's the last day that we're taking off until February. So if we don't see you on Friday, have a fantastic weekend. We'll be having content coming out all the time, so we'll see you soon. But folks, we're almost there. A week from tomorrow, the season begins. So thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS. And you have been navigated.
And you've reached your wee destination, lads.
Where are we?
We're in Italy, Tom.